Hello, and how are yins doing? Welcome to a bit of a impromptu recording. I wasn't really intending to try my hand at making videos, but figured, you know what, why not? Why not give it a shot? This is my bit of a starter base. I suppose I should go a little bit further out so you can see. Just a cute little A-frame cabin, but unfortunately you're not really going to see a whole heck of a lot of this place, because when I started this world, I decided I wanted to set up in one of these forests for the fall trees. Having looked at the orange grass for the past few days as I built this little starter home and this little pumpkin patch and such, it's driving me nuts. It's awful. I can't stay here. So I'm going to be moving to a new location that is, I don't know, like 1,000, 2,000 blocks, something like that way. Which is going to be a bit of a process and probably not very fun, but luckily I haven't done a whole lot in terms of establishing myself. So while I do have a decent amount of stuff, it's not that bad. The most important things for me are going to be the plants, I think. The world spawn is honestly quite a ways away from where I am, so I had to travel quite some distance just to get here. And now I'm going to be doing a lot of traveling to get somewhere else, which in some ways I suppose is a little silly, but like I said, I can't stand to be here much longer, if I'm honest. I think those are the most important things. Because wheat seeds I can get elsewhere, the leaf litter is everywhere. I can farm more of that. I suppose I really need the orange and the yellow tree saplings. Oh, and I have a dark oak tree, but I only ever got 4 saplings, and I'm really scared to cut that down and not get 4 back. I think something like 2,000 or so blocks that way across the ocean is another dark oak biome. I don't know. We'll see. Ooh, I need you. Yeah, I guess, well, I don't really have, I will have room. Okay, so before I leave, I'm going to get those other 2 saplings. I'm not sure why I'm bothering to put stuff in the correct chest, because I will most certainly never come back here. Okay. Yeah, so this series will be honestly like an old school Let's Play type of a series. Minimum amount of cutting. As you can maybe tell by my voice thus far, I am not a super hyperactive type of a person. So if you are expecting highly polished, huge builds, that sort of thing, better move on, because you're not going to find it here. This is just mostly just going to be me relaxing and playing some Minecraft. I've been playing Minecraft for quite a long time. I looked it up the other day, and I believe I've worked out that October of 2011 is when I started. So that would have been I believe about a month after the original adventure update that added the hunger mechanic back in beta 1.8. I think, like a lot of longtime players, I have a bit of a hot and cold relationship, I suppose, with the game. I like some of the new things that they add, but then a lot of things that have been added over the years I detest. But I think we all kind of feel that way, right? I am playing with a bit of a texture pack. I don't know how obvious it is, but it is the programmer art continuation, revival. What programmer art continuation project, I believe. Should be the latest release of that. And I do have the programmer art as well, the built-in one. And I have that on top so that I get the old school oak leaves and birch leaves and such. The revival project does seem to use the updated leaf textures, but does alter them a little bit, which is fine. But I did kind of want to have the old school. Oh, you know, I didn't really pay too much attention to the update. So whenever I plant the poplar, does it just randomly pick leaf? Do these stay? Oh, now I'm worried. These stay these colors when grown outside of this biome. You know, I wanted to make the change of scenery before I worked out if it would be possible. I think the leaves must... Oh, one of these thingies. Well, I would take the candles and such, but I don't really have the inventory space. And I can just farm that in the future. Yeah, I'm actually a little... I think whenever I sheared some of the red leaves, that it did say red poplar leaves, so I think they must keep their color. I'm just worried that I'm gonna grow one over here and it's gonna be like bright green. I don't actually know how the mechanic works because I don't really pay too much attention to updates. So yeah, I do like definitely a little bit more of the older versions and feeling of Minecraft. And you know what? I did not grab any of the red bushes. I'll grab that real quick. And I sort of come and go with current versions of the game. And I guess I've just sort of been trying to change my thinking about it. While there's a lot of things that I don't like about the game, there's enough that I do like, and I'm just trying to get myself in a place where I can just not pay attention to the aspects I don't like not letting how other people play influence how I play, and you know, just doing the things that I like, which is, you know, playing at a bit of a slower pace. I don't even tend to like to run. I'm running right now just because I'm moving from one place to another, but when I get to where I would like to set up, my intention is to not really run around and just walk everywhere. I think that slower pace is just more enjoyable for me. You know, not everyone's gonna feel that way. I like a simpler building style. I don't particularly care for how everyone feels the need to, you know, put 30 different blocks into a wall to make it look interesting. That's partly why I went in search of and decided on the texture pack I did, was to hopefully have the blocks look more like something. You know, I don't particularly care for a lot of the newer textures. I find them to be just kind of blurry, smeary. You know, I'm sure if you somehow ended up on this video, you've heard all those complaints before. Sort of a bit of a recent inspiration, and why I decided, you know what, why not? Let's hit record. Let's turn this into a bit of a series, which I will preface, I do not know how often I will be making videos. I would like for it to be fairly often, but I have no idea. It's just going to be whenever I get the chance to, really. I'm not looking at this as something to turn into a career or anything like that, but a more recent inspiration that I came across is Love Star on YouTube here. They've had some videos about forever worlds and embracing simpler building styles and such, and that really kind of made me realize that I had been sort of approaching the game in a way that wasn't enjoyable for me, but I felt like I should. I guess in previous worlds, I would, you know, sort of set out with plans of, oh, I'm gonna, you know, sort of follow the building style of, you know, this or person or that person on YouTube, and I'm gonna make this, you know, big town or city, and eventually I would get just kind of burned out, just bored, tired of looking at the same building style again and again and again, trying to figure out ways to make it different, interesting, and, you know, a lot of that was trying to follow, you know, the gradient trend and all that kind of thing, and ultimately I would rather not. And so I'm not going to. There's also a lot of sort of later game things that I'll probably ignore. You'll never see me, you know, getting an elytra or anything like that. I am one of those, you know, stick in the muds that think that elytras ruined the game. Yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm going to talk about throughout these videos. Maybe experiences playing the game, or you know, things like that. I don't really know. I think I want to go across here, somewhere that way. As I was sort of scoping it out before I came this way, or, you know, settled on coming this way, I did see a azalea bush which will be nice. That'll be a good source of clay, because I do have a build in mind that does involve bricks. The problem oh, well, there's a different one. That's not the one I found, because I spammed torches on some mossy cobble that was by it. Okay, well that's cool. I don't have to go as far then, because I think it was way over that way. Have to decide exactly where I want to set up. I like being around the taller trees, and I do like the podzol, but I was hoping for a slightly more greener grass, so I might not go quite this far. I might go back a little bit. Of course, I could always just rip this up and let the grass grow back. I do kind of like the idea of being along this river. Do I want to be on that side? I kind of like that peninsula-ish setup there. You know what? Yeah, I think I'm going to go across the river. There is still some tall trees, naturally. I mean, I can grow my own of these. So. Hopefully the audio is decent enough. And I have a pretty good microphone. God, can't even remember a word for microphone. Yeah, I have a pretty decent microphone that I got many years ago, and just never really used it all that much. Okay, I think we're gonna set up here. What kind of structure I'm going to build to start, I have no idea. Part of me wouldn't mind doing the A-frame cabin again. I did really like how that looked. Oh, oops. One more. But I don't know. Doing something else might be kind of nice too. Oh, well, too late now. I was going to try and keep those in my inventory for pointless reasons, but oh well. Because those were the first flowers I ended up picking up when I spawned in. I guess here's as good as any. I should have used the shears on those. Oh well. Okay, I suppose... Oh, I didn't bring any rotators. And I'm not about to run back now. I will need to dig up some seeds and get myself a wheat farm started pretty quickly here. I'll do that in the morning. So yeah, this will just be, I don't know, maybe 15-20 minute episodes of me just playing. Right now I'm recording audio as I'm playing. I don't guarantee that will always be the case, because I do play a lot when I'm not alone to be able to record. So there will probably be some voiceover as well. Probably on those episodes you'll end up with slightly more cuts. Like here, I'm not really bothering to cut anything because I'm just sort of speaking as I think, I guess. I don't know where I'm going with that. Like I said, if you're looking for super polished, highly thought out, amazing content, you are watching the wrong person. And I will not be offended if you don't stick around. That such is life. But if you do like sort of the older style of Minecraft Let's Plays. If you, like me, you know, in your Minecraft playing journey, maybe started off watching, oh gosh, you know, I kind of want to like say some people, but then I don't want anyone to think I'm trying to compare myself to them. So I guess with the preface that I'm not trying to say I'm just like them, if you watched people like Vintage Beef or Etho or sort of older BOO, I suppose, like season 2 of his Let's Build, you know, stuff, for which my name is actually on his donator wall in the tower that was at the end of the village he made towards the beginning of that series, which is pretty cool. If you like that style, you know, where it's just somebody playing the game and talking, and maybe not a whole lot gets done, and you're not seeing amazing builds, and someone isn't spending, you know, 60 hours off screen that you don't even see. If you don't want that, if you want more of the everything is shown, it's just me playing, and you'll see. I won't guarantee everything, but most of what I'm doing. Then yeah, you know, stick around. I think it'll be fun. I like that I have two chickens of different colors. That is fun. That is really fun to me. Okay. I really need to come up with a plan for a structure I would like to build for my second starter house. So yeah, I'm going to take a moment and collect my thoughts on that. And you know what? We're at about 22 minutes as I'm looking down. I think I have to cut off a couple minutes at the beginning. So I will say that this is the end of the first episode to sort of set up my intentions for this series. And yeah, hopefully when I go to record the next episode, which, to be perfectly honest, is probably going to be almost immediately after that, as you hear my dog shuffle around, I'm sure. Anyway, yeah, hopefully someone out there feels that this is interesting, and if not, if I am talking to the void forever, then so be it. So I'm hoping you're having a wonderful day. I hope you'll stick around. And with that said, have a good day, everybody.